Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This week, we've got some more Black Grail Trench Crusade. That's right, we're going to be working on the Plague Knight. The Plague Knight is the leader of this warband, and these guys are, again, just these poor souls. These poor souls on the devils and the demon side, and the victims. It's bad. This game is pretty intense. But anyway, I digress. What we're going to do here is we're going to be working on. We're going to be using some grays and oranges and rust colors, and I think it's going to work out. I think it's going to work out. It's going to look really terrific. I'm pleasantly excited about this one. Anyway, guys, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. Please hit that like button. It helps the algorithm. It helps keep me out there. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in there. Alright, here we go. Ranked as the lowliest in the nobility of the Black Grail, these armored great warriors were once truly depraved worshippers of Beelzebub. When the Black Grail came for them, they willingly submitted themselves to the authority of the Lord of Flies. As a result, they retained a semblance of sentient and the ability to wield weapons as they did in life. They aspired to win favor in the eyes of Beelzebub and one day be promoted in the hierarchy of the Order of the Fly. Yeah, these guys, poor souls. Man, this game again is just all about, most of these people are just tormented souls from the devils and the lords of hell. It's just, man, this game is something else. Get a little blur there. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to keep this guy mostly black, I think, but I'm going to do some highlights in the crevices, like on the bulge, and then I'll do a darker color, like a rubber or a Payne's gray, kind of thing. And what we'll be doing, the cape will be a white or a khaki or something like that. He's got a couple jewels right here, but the most part, he's just going to be rough sketched. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's where we're going to go. It's going to be middle, and again, we got the base. I'll do the base off camera like I always do, and if you want to see them done, go back to the first few Trench Crusade videos. And this is probably one of the last of the Trench Crusades videos that we're going to do for a while. And I still have a couple more of the models that I need to paint up, but I'll be painting those off camera. But I'll definitely put photos of them up on my Instagram and TikTok, as always. But anyway, we're gonna push forward here, and I think the first color we will be going with, I think it'll be probably a rubber. I think a rubber or a darker Payne's gray. Oh, focus there. All right, I'm not quite sure. I think that's the route we're gonna go. You know what? I may change my mind here and go different. Again, here we go. This is how it goes, right? I think what I'll do actually is I'm going to do a burnt umber, or I may even find a brown that's real close to this. I'm not sure, but this is going to be kind of the highlight of this black armor. You'll see what I'm doing. It's going to be a little different. All right. Anyway, I digress. So we will start with I'll probably find a darker brown. Let me take a look up here. I got a couple. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Brown rust. You know what? I think we may give this a shot. I think this is the color. Man, I knew I couldn't find one. All right. This is good. This is good. Right here, we can do a little red rust. These. Man, I forgot I had these up here. All right. There we go. So I think we're going to be working with these today instead of the burnt orange and the burnt sienna. All right, so we're going to push forward with brown, actually, brown rust on the highlights as the base of the highlights for this guy. All right, let's do it. right, there we go. We got the base for the highlight of this armor down with that brown rust. It looks really nice. I really like this secret weapon paint. I really wish they didn't discontinue it or go out of business. I've really enjoyed this paint. I actually bought I've mentioned this in plenty of the videos. I bought like 5 or 6 of these rubbers before they went out of business. It's one of my favorite paints and favorite colors. I love the rust series of this, the secret weapon rust series. It's so nice. It's yellow rust, you got orange rust. Check this out. You got red rust, you got the brown rust that we just used, and then you got right here old rust. It's just a great rust set, and one of the best that I've used. And we're going to end up using. I'm probably not going to do. I'm definitely going to use Procryl on a couple things, but I'm going to be mixing Secret Weapon with Procryl today. It really fits here, and I don't ever get an opportunity to use the Secret Weapon. So here it is. This is nice. All right, so what we're going to do now is, I think, again, I'm going to paint that base off camera. I may do that real quick, so you're going to see that painted, probably, maybe. But I'm going to paint this cape a base, I believe, of bone right here, and then I'll highlight it with ivory. All right, let's do it. Alright, there we go. Really hard to see on camera, but I used the bone, and then I added dark ivory, and then I added a little bit of white and did some stripes. You can probably see it a little bit now, but when I'm painting it was really difficult. I gotta do something about this light. When I'm painting light colors, white, yellow, anything like that, I just catch a glare, and it's just a bummer. I'm gonna have to fix this. I've been talking about this. I just gotta do it. Anyway, that looks good, and we're gonna come back later and we're gonna put some orange and rust because it's just been brushing up against that dirty armor. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is off camera I'm gonna do the base real quick, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna start with the highlights. And we used a brown rust, and I think we will be moving. I like the orange rust personally, and then we're gonna mix the brown rust with the orange rust. And then we're going to give a second highlight, and we're going to go just barely over what we did. All right, let's do it. Alright, there we go. Now that rust is looking terrific. I'm really excited the way this is turning out. I'm zoom out a little bit. That is really popping. That's exactly what we're looking for. Man, I like that. Man, I may use this recipe for some other stuff. I forgot how much I loved this secret weapon rust. It just must have skipped my mind because, man, it's so good. I just love it. And you can probably find any of the Procryl to get the same effect, but I just love the particular colors that the secret weapon line has, even though they're out of business. Alright, so what we are going to do now is we're going to start working with this rubber. And now I'm going to put this rubber kind of in the higher areas, just above these, just to give that orange just a little bit of contrast from this blue-gray. It should look really nice. Alright, let's do it. Alright, right here I mixed in a little bit of ivory to the orange. Actually, I take that back. I took the orange rust and I mixed it with the what do you call it? Rubber. So we're just getting some higher highlights here. Kind of screwed that up a little bit. It's okay. Right there. Right there. Right there. Alright, there we go. We've pretty much got all of the highlights down. As you saw, we took a little bit of that rubber and orange rust and a little bit of white, and we mixed that together and we got a highlight everywhere. You can see if you get up real close, you can see those highlights. Isn't that nice? Now this guy looks really, really great. Now if we get a little bit of wash in the mix here and there, it'll kind of clean some of those bright areas up and drop it down just a little bit. But this guy's looking really terrific. Ah, man, I really like this style. Okay, so we need to finish up. There's a couple little gems. I think we'll do either red or green, I'm not sure, but we'll be doing those. Holding the cape on. There's a little chain we got to get. He's got a little chainmail back there. And that's really about it. And I'm going to knock that base out. I still haven't done the base. I'll probably go ahead and do that before I do the cape. Alright, so I'll be doing that now, and then when I come back the base will be done and we'll work on the gems. Alright, let's do it. Alright, there we go. We got the base done just like we have in all the rest. It looks really nice. The only thing we haven't done now is the pigments. We will put a little bit of black and brown pigments in there at closer to the end. But now we're going to focus on the cape, and we're going to dirty that sucker up, get a little bit of rust on there, and then that really should be about it. I mean, this model's pretty much done. Man, I can't ask for any better. I really like this, and I'll show you kind of what I was going for here. This one has the art has some blood and stuff like that, but I'm not going to do that. But I just really like the highlighting and the contrast there. So there's my example. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to work on the cape, and then we're going to work on those gems. I haven't decided if I'm going red or green. Probably going to be red, but I will show you here pretty quick. All right, let's get on the cape. Now I did those holes in the cape. I'm going to let that dry before I do a wash. Otherwise it's going to pull like we did last week. It's going to pull that paint up, because that paint right there is really, really watered down, because I didn't want it to be too bright. So when I put that the wash over it, it's going to look really nice. It's going to blend all these colors together. All right, let's do it. Well, there you have it, guys. Trench Crusade, the Black Grail, Plague Knight. Man, what a fun little paint. We kind of got in there with those pro acryls, and then we switched it up. And I started hitting up those secret weapons, and I kind of fell in love with the game again. And I'm looking forward to using those paints on some other stuff. I'm just glad I found them again. And again, I've always been using the rubber a secret weapon. And again, those guys are out of business. I'm pretty sure they were out of business for a couple years now, and this paint is gone. But I picked up a bunch of the bottles. Anyway, guys, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. Again, stay tuned. We got a lot more to go. We got a lot of fun stuff. We got live coming up for the Creek set. That's all coming down the pipe real soon here. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next week.